Mersey Beat lovers, and welcome to another vlog. This garden is almost exclusively full of pots. There is no soil, it's all concreted mostly. So it's a container garden really, and we try to make use of every little bit of space to grow things on, and it's always useful to add a bit of height to your gardening by using these pots that fit on balustrades and things, and also, you know, something tall that adds a bit of architectural height to the garden is always a good thing. Growing trees, this fir tree, well, this was here when we arrived, so we've just repotted it and decorated it with some Christmas lights. It looks like some kind of Scotch fir tree, but it's a lovely little feature to the garden. Planting trees in pots, not a bad idea. These begonias now have gone over a bit. They'll be, as soon as the frost hits them, they'll be dying off and be bare soil to deal with. A lot of the pots that have become bare soil, we've actually put spring flowering bulbs in now, so we've got loads of daffodils and tulips and various things that are going to be coming up in the spring. Yeah, the parsley's going to seed. May collect the seeds because we're actually out of parsley seeds, so may actually collect them and use them again for the spring. Here we've got some oregano growing there, and some sage, variegated sage there. Yeah, some rosemary, some miner's lettuce from self-seeded, and I've just collected the self-seeds and we've put them in one pot, so we'll have a pot of miner's lettuce coming up soon. Again, some parsley and some this is lovely curry plants. I don't know if you've ever grown curry plants, but they've got a lovely aroma. Never actually used it in anything, but just like rubbing the leaves and smelling it from time to time. It's very nice. This is our summer harbour, which we enjoy because it gets full sunshine in the summer, this place, and I'll just pan back and you can see it a bit better. There we go. It's a lovely little spot just to read, just use it as an outdoor office even, or you know, you can have lunch, breakfast there. We have a little table that we normally put out in the summer. Obviously winter now, so everything's gone into hibernation. The only thing that exists here is a couple of buckets of sand, which we're looking to just use for some flags on the patio. So we're gonna put them to good use. Yeah, and it's decorated with various items, some old Victorian Edwardian bird feeders, you can see there, nicely done out in grey and cream. It makes a nice little feature in the corner of the garden. These are some primroses that I put in this little window box actually last year, just temporarily. I've just crammed them all together, and they've been in there for over 12 months. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to transfer them into a bigger area, and use this for some spring flowering bulbs. So I'm going to put some spring flowering bulbs in there now. So let's see how we get on with that. So I'm going to put some daffodils in here, and they'll replace these primroses, which I'm going to put elsewhere in the garden. go. And I'm going to plant these somewhere else. Now, in here we've got our mustards growing, and we've had frosts here that have been -3 or 4. These little seedlings have done quite well. It's the first time I've grown mustards over winter, and they're at this stage now. I'm not quite sure what to do with them, whether to pot them on or just leave them until the weather gets warmer, spring, and they get a bit bigger, and then put them out onto the allotment. Obviously we've got them growing at home here so we can monitor them a bit better. We've got many varieties here. Red Giant, there's Mizuna mustard there, there's some corn salad, which isn't a mustard obviously, but we've got it growing there. This is a Tatsoi Red, and we've got Green in Snow here. Let me know if you've grown any of these mustards, by the way. That's Mizuna Red Street there, and here we've got Wasabina mustard, red frills here. So many different types of mustard greens, which I love. Mustard greens, they're really nice in salads and stuff, and make lovely summer salads, well, any time of the year really. Here we've got some giant Italian parsley, which we've had growing for quite a while actually, but they haven't actually done anything, you know. So hopefully they'll start growing in the spring. Obviously everything slows down at this time of year due to the lack of light and the warmth, etc. We've got some wild rocket growing in there, but again, that was we started off in October, and it's kind of very slow growing at the moment. At the bottom here, we've got some canna lilies overwintering. We've just cut down the stems. I'm not sure how they'll do in the soil. Normally I clear the tubers off and dry them and put them in the shed, but I'm going to try overwintering them here. Hopefully the conditions will be dry enough for them. These are some what are these? I've forgotten the name of them. Here in this tray there's some broad beans for the plot, which we're going to plant out. Just the replacements for the ones that are missing at the moment. So this is just really a storage area for overwintering. Give them a bit of protection during the frost. But I'm really pleased with these mustards. I think they've done great. I just hope that I can take them to the next stage. Here we've got some carrots growing in tubs, and they're coming up nicely. We've already taken a few of them, used them for stews and stuff. Some beetroot. We're using the leaves off the beetroot for salads. Bamboo, which have got some Christmas lights growing up that bamboo. You can see that's off the plot. That's some of the roots that I grew up. You may have that I dug up. You may have noticed me digging them up in our last plot video. Over here on the decking is some radish. Radish was planted in September, but they haven't grown very much. Lack of light and lack of warmth, so maybe they'll bulb out. There's not much on them really. They're just all leaves. That's all they really are. So I'm just seeing how they go. I've never tried growing them in pots before, so let's see how they go. And some spring onions, some beetroot, and some more carrots in there. Some herbs here. These are yarrow we've got growing there. These are our spring bulbs growing. All the bare-rooted pots, you can see spring bulbs. Some herbs again there. And bulb lasagnas, and that is 3 layers of bulbs, tulips, daffodils, and dwarf iris. See how they go on. Some more carrots. Again, all leaves. There's no carrots as grown as yet, but hopefully the spring. They're looking lush, aren't they, for this time of year? This is an old palette that we rescued and painted and put a bit of poetry on it, a bit of John Keats there. Nothing ever becomes real till it is experienced. A bit like this year, really. You know, people denying that coronavirus exists and stuff. Well, when you experience it, you'll know it, won't you? So that was an ode to 2020, really. In here, this is a clematis that's died off now. We've got at the base some miner's lettuce. We just use the miner's lettuce in salads. We can cut that, just eat the flower and everything. They're gorgeous, they are, miner's lettuce. Called miner's lettuce, of course, because of they're found in the North American gold rush, and they were eaten by the miners, the gold miners looking for gold. That's why they're called miner's lettuce. I think there's another name for them, I can't remember. In here, we've got beetroots growing, very small at the moment. There's more bamboo. We're using the bamboo as a screen to screen this ugly grey wall here. So we've been digging it up from the plot, and we're going to use it to screen that grey wall. Make it much nicer and much more lush, much more attractive. We've already started here in the corner. You can see this is bamboo again from the plot. These are normally quite expensive if you go around great supermarkets of plant wholesalers, and you'll find that bamboo selling 50 quid a go, you know, for a bit of bamboo growing. So I put this in this corner thing here, and if we go on the other side, we'll see another one growing there coming up. All freely available from the plot. We've also got some spring bulbs in there as well, so we'll see them coming up. Okay, well, I hope you've enjoyed our little look around the garden. If you've enjoyed this video, then please give us a thumbs up, give us a little like on YouTube, ring the little bell to get notifications of new videos coming up all of the time here on Mersey Pete's gardening channel. We hope to join you. Perhaps next time we'll be down on the plot and Having a look around the plot this time of year. It is December, of course, and it's time for slowing down, I suppose, in preparation for the new growing season, which starts for us, will start actually in January. But for the time being, thanks a lot for joining us, and I hope to see you soon.